Hi everyone, my name's Nivi. Thank you for being here with me. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about When the Phone Rings. It's been a hugely popular drama that just ended last week, and I have to rant about it. It was something that I was really looking forward to, especially because the male lead has been one of my favorite stars since Hospital Playlist and the first K drama that I watched, which was Mr. Sunshine. And ever since then, I was like, oh my god, I'm ready. I want him to have a main character drama. I'm super excited. So let's get started. So as I mentioned, I was super excited to watch this drama. I even got my wife to get a little interested in it, so we watched it together. And one of the main reasons it seemed really cool was the main characters seemed to have a really good chemistry. It seemed like it would be an original story where it isn't just about the male saving the female. There's more to it. There's more substance to it. So I was super duper excited. As you can probably tell, I'm obviously not very excited anymore after finishing it, and I'm still very, very irritated with it because it feels like I've wasted my time and I've been wasting my energy and my Saturdays waiting for this stupid drama, and it sucked. The story starts with Seon, the main male character, and Haeju, the female character. They've been married for about 3 years now, and it's been a marriage of convenience. They got married for various reasons, but he was supposed to get married to her older sister, but then the older sister ran away, so it was kind of arranged that he would marry her, and unbeknownst to her, he actually was the one who orchestrated everything, and it was very interesting to watch. But this story starts when it's been 3 years into the marriage. She's upset and she's just fed up with everything and just wants to get out. But within the clause of their marriage is if she wants to leave, she has to pay quite a few billion won, which is like a few $1 million. Then she just doesn't have that much kind of money lying around. So she decides to blackmail him and fake being kidnapped to get him to divorce her. I know it's a loose plot, but when you're desperate, what can you do? So as she starts to call him and talk to him, they get to know each other. He gets to know her a little better. She gets to know him a little better. It seems like she's able to be a little bit more of herself, be more feisty. And that was the part I loved about the TV show. It wasn't just about him saving her. It felt like it wasn't going to be about him saving her every single time, just like a lot of K-dramas, which get annoying after a while. But going back to it, she starts to get to know him. It feels like they're connecting, they're getting to know each other. She seems to be coming out of her shell. She feels like she wants to do more than just be his marriage of convenience wife. He, on the other hand, seems like he genuinely cares quite a lot for her and felt bad for trapping her into this marriage and was like, I'm not going to get close to you. I'm not going to do anything. That's your space. This is my space. And we're not going to get close because eventually he thought that she would leave because, well, almost everyone in his life has, and she will too. But as they converse in this phone, they start to realize there are a lot of things that they don't know about each other. So they're super excited to learn. They're excited to see the little small things that you know about each other as a couple. And I thought that was really sweet. So I'm going to start off like a quick outline of like the likes I had, the dislikes, and then my rating for everything. So let's get started. The likes. I honestly, like I mentioned, really liked the intro, the first few episodes of this show. I was intrigued by it. The female character initially seemed very meek, and then as you get to know her a little bit more, she starts to fight for herself. It seems like you want to root for her. She seems more than just the damsel in distress, and I was really looking forward to getting to see her develop over time. Another thing I really enjoyed was the chemistry between the two main leads. They seem to really have really good chemistry, that like slow, steady chemistry that you can tell they want to know each other, they care about each other. It's very nice. The supporting characters were good. Some of them, not all of them. I really liked his manager, I guess you could say, the one that was giving him tips and lessons on how to be a good husband. I thought that was really adorable. Moving on to the dislikes. There are so many. But the main ones that I wasn't a huge fan of was after about the fourth or fifth episode, it felt like the story was going nowhere, and they had just taken all of the really nice parts and popular parts that a lot of audiences enjoy, like that small shot that they have of him getting out of the car, the hair talk, the wall slant, all of those combined together to make this show without any consideration for the story, because it legitimately went nowhere. They started to like each other, and then there was these stupid things that started to happen that didn't make any sense and were so out of character. And then you take in the first supporting characters as well. There's initial second lead syndrome that you have, and then within a few episodes it's destroyed, because then she's like, oh, I'm in love with him. It just did not make sense. It felt like they just wanted to create hurdles just so they could show us him saving her. And it just, the thing that intrigued me initially about the show was her being able to be capable of taking care of herself and give him what for. And then it just turns out about him saving her all the time. So I really, really found that very annoying. Another thing I disliked about the show was the ending was horrible. It felt like they were just creating problems after problems, and then at the end there, they were like, well, we have another episode to shoot, and we still have to get this done, and we have to create another hurdle for them for no reason. He goes away, she doesn't understand what's happening, but she keeps chasing him, and somehow they end up in this weird remote place where he has to save her. It had no understanding. It didn't line with the story at all. It didn't make any sense. It felt like somebody was like, yeah, we should make him into a little spy, and then he saves her, and then they're fine, they're happily married together, and it made no sense whatsoever. As far as my rating goes, it goes like this. The story itself, as I mentioned, the first half is, for me, an 8 out of 10, and then the second half is a 5 out of 10, so which equals to about 6.5 out of 10. I still think it's a pretty high, considering where the story went nowhere after about episode 5. And then the main characters, I really liked their chemistry, I liked their acting, I think everyone did a good job, but without the storyline, you've got nothing. And if you don't have the good dialogue, what can you do? What good is the acting if the dialogue sucks? So I'd give it 7 out of 10. The side characters, I've seen some great shows that have amazing side characters, and it felt like these were a little flat. I had very high hopes for the second male lead and also the other female lead, and somehow they were so popular, they were great journalists, and then somehow it just fell flat very quickly, and I was very surprised that it went nowhere. They didn't close their journalistic thing that they wasted like 3 episodes on. They were trying to investigate this murder, and then it went nowhere again. There wasn't any clue, any end to any of it. They didn't broadcast it. It just disappeared, and it was just a giant plot hole. So for the side characters, I would give it a 5 out of 10. And then moving on to the delivery. So this is, okay, well, the story was good. If the story was good, the acting was good, was the delivery, the direction really well? I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I think they had some really nice scenes, but like I mentioned before, it really comes down to, it felt like they were just showing the scenes that they know are popular, the really scenes that a lot of K-dramas are known for, the bridal lift, the wall slam, I just dropped my coffee. I'm back. I had to go clean it up. I have cats. They like to do things. The delivery, I would give a 6 out of 10 for various reasons, as I mentioned. And then the ending, my God, out of everything, the ending was the worst. It's perhaps one of the worst endings I have ever seen. I gave it a 5 out of 10, and I still feel like I was being liberal, because the last 4 episodes, it felt like anything that they had mentioned in the first 8 episodes was for nothing. It didn't match the character arc, it didn't match what the characters wanted, it didn't match the storyline whatsoever. And then the last episode, he just, like I said, just decides to go somewhere and be a spy, basically. It just was kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, and I do not understand why people were watching this. And honestly, I was super excited for it because I feel like a lot of us were very excited for all of the characters in there because they have really good acting skills. But the story, the ending, all of it was not good. So in total, this brings me to a total of 5.9 out of 10, which is perhaps the lowest rating I have ever given any K-drama. So, and I love the main guy, so I feel a little bad, but it really just was not good. So, what are your thoughts? You tell me. Is that how what you thought about it as well? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, remember to subscribe and like, and see you next time. My name's Nivi. Thank you. I just wanted to take a few minutes. Damn it. Hi everyone, my name's Nivi. Thank you for being here today with me. I just wanted to take a few minutes. Yep.